Welcome everybody to the second edition of the Jig Zone. Today we're going to be tying up a little jig called the yellow bee. Very effective on bluegill and crappie both, especially in clear water. So remember at the end of the video, if you like what we're doing, comment below because we're going to give away a couple of these and maybe some bonus stuff when we send it out. So if you like what we're doing, share, like, and subscribe, and click the little notification button so you'll be notified whenever we do another video. Hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, today we're going to tie what we call the yellow bee. It's on a black 1/64 ounce bluegill jig. Pretty small. Put black thread as a base on it and go all the way down to the hook point and back just like always. Stop right behind the head and trim off your tag. Then we are going to put some yellow bucktail on it. Just happen to have a little bit right here. Pick through to get what I want. Take all the long ones out and all the short ones. Try to get her about 1.5 times as long as the hook shank, which is a good rule of thumb for most of these jigs. A couple of loose wraps to hold it in place. And just take your thumb and your forefinger and try to push it around as you work your way back. Sometimes they just twist around and there ain't really much you can do about that. Especially when you put as much pressure on them as I do. I don't want them going anywhere. And then on the way back I really lay it to them. A little more pressure. Not really. It's not that much more, but some more. Got some Chanel here. Or Chanel. This is Crystal Flash. I really like the Crystal Flash. This is chartreuse. Goes good with the yellow. It's a little hard to capture sometimes, but I usually use a whole strand. I put it on the bottom, which this is the bottom, by the way, for those of you that don't realize it. But I'll put a couple on the bottom, a couple on each side, and a couple is if you loop it like that, you just stretch it out there and then you have two. The same way on here. You don't have to do that. You can do the singles like I did on some of the others. Just depends on what's comfortable for you. If you do the loop method, then reach through there with your scissors and cut it, and don't cut any of your... You get a long hair like that, just if it's way longer than the rest of them, just whack it off. And we got 6 strands of Crystal Flash, and we're going to go with some black Chanel for a body. I think yellow on this one. And we'll put a black over top of it. That's enough, and we'll put us a piece of black right over the center. Get us some Sally Hansen's and put a coat on there so it'll bind it all together and never come apart. Let it soak in. By the time you get your top back on there, it's already soaked in. And wrap her up tightly, one against the other. I almost got too short a piece, but it's what I had laying there ready to go, so use it all up every chance you get. The black matches the head. Almost pulled too much off, but we'll get rid of that. Pull that tight up against the jig head. Put a few wraps around that way, a few wraps around this way. Cut off your tag, and then whip finish as soon as I find it. Damn. Treat the top of it with some Sally Hansen's. I take it all over the jig. That way it treats it. As soon as that dries, I'll be putting another coat on it. I won't bother you guys with that because I know I got it in there. Don't forget to run your tool through there to clear it out. And that's a yellow bee. Very effective on panfish. Works real good with bluegill and crappie. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.